Okay, so I've been out here a while. It's kind of humid. It's kind of sticky. It's kind of hot, kind of cold, kind of in between. And maybe I should have wore like a little jacket. I don't know. Maybe I'll go get that real fast. Okay, I got me a jacket on. Yeah, it's kind of too sticky for that. But anyways, I got my French cross on this one. Did you know this tells a story right here? You see the pine coming out the center? Okay, the French cross kind of tells us a story about the pine cone. Okay, see the beautiful seed coming out, or it could be telling us a story about corn. I mean, it just tells us a story about plants and flourishing and growth, right? And I like the story of the pine cone because the pine cone, it needs heat for the seeds to pop out. I got a pine cone here, just a second. Yeah, so I got this little pine cone here, and in order for this to open up, because it is like tightly sealed, it has to have some heat. So that's why we look forward to the solstice, and we look forward to the house of the Leo, because that's when your sun is the hottest here. And that's when a lot of stuff starts popping for the harvest. So that's why it's good to follow the zodiac as your calendar, because it's going to tell you about your trees. Your trees and all your nature is following this beautiful calendar without your permission. They just know. It's like, it's so crazy how the birds and the animals know, or is it? Do you think this might have been by some kind of great design? I could sit out here and listen to my birds and just know they weren't singing all in winter. They were huddling up. I've got their nests to show, what they were huddling up in. They come out too, but they're not singing like they do in the spring. They're singing. They're really attracting when they sing and speak. I mean, what are they saying? Yeah, see, and I can look at my trees and I can see some have sprouted and some have not. Some are still asleep. They have, well, I mean, technically they're always working, but at the same time, they're kind of like asleep because they don't have any green budding yet. So this is what the French cross is showing me. It's showing me the story about the buds. And guys, I'm the bud. I'm a beautiful flower. I'm a rose. I'm a white rose that was painted red. Yeah, so I thought I would just share some of that today. But also, I wanted to do some ciphering. Let's do some ciphering together. I thought about the letter I. Yeah, I've really been thinking about my eyes. Sometimes when the pollen gets here, I might get some allergies on my eyes. And I try to correct this with honey, like local honey. And sometimes local honey isn't so easy to find. And I've always thought about becoming some kind of a beekeeper, but there's so much to do in so little time. So I have to be very picky, choosy about what I do. And I just, honestly, I don't think that beekeeping would be a good hobby for me to pursue, but I will support these people and I will try to find local honey and get those local enzymes into my body, kind of acclimate myself. I've moved all over, so I kind of know how to do this with honey from all over, and it's local. And even the Egyptians knew this because they used honey. Okay, so honey is medicinal. So I do plant flowers in my garden just to look at their beauty. I mean, some of these I can't eat, but at the same time, the birds like the seeds that come from these plants. The bees like them, and so I do like bees and animals and bugs in my garden. But let's do some ciphering here with the letter I. Let's turn this around, get some practice. Okay, yeah, and I came outside today to listen to the birds, enjoy some of my coffee, break out some of the books. Here's the books, you guys. I broke them out. The ABCs. I'm really into the ABCs and the numbers right now. Numerology. Did you know that the ABCs is the story of Ra? Yes, you guys. The ABCs is the story of Ra. R18A1. This is where you get your A1 sauce for your steak, your Grand Alpha. And the Heinz sauce is also kind of helpful. It kind of tastes like Heinz sauce. It kind of tastes like ketchup catsup, kind of mixed a little bit with A1. I mean, that's literally how you make it homemade. But I mean, there's a reason why they have put this stuff out there. And these stores are owned by the big black box or the big box offices. You know, and they're all kind of connected to the BlackRock, the Blackstone, the Saturn System Connect. I mean, we could see this through the 666, the www, World Wide Web. I mean, there's so much I can access here through my iPhone. And keep in mind, everything I'm saying is literally out here, but it's all in here, you guys. Okay, you're literally all this information has come from the within to the without. And there's different ways that it's here. I've shown you before about like the stores. Okay, in the stores, in the word storehouse, you have the star house. And the star house is the storehouse. Okay, and the stores or the stars are the starries. Okay, these are the stories. And the alphabet comes from the stars. It's the constellations. Okay, and they've been flipped and flopped and rearranged. And this is where we get our modern alphabet. Okay, and the alphabet has gone through many changes. It's gone through many languages, but keep in mind, all languages come from the beginning. Okay, and so the alphabet is telling the story of the sun, because the sun, he is the one upon the wheel who goes through and he lights it all up. So without him, the movie just wouldn't be possible. We've talked about the movie before, the move I, and so that's why I'm doing the I right now. So let's turn this around. Okay, so there is a lot here to consider. Septenary, I is 5. Wow. And we know with our die, 5 can look like this, right? 5 can also look like this, right? Or 5 can look like this and this. Okay, and then in Chaldean, it's this, 1. And notice how 1 looks like I. This is also L, and I've shown over here. And see L12, you see this connect here with your AB? You don't get anything without AB, 1 and 2 on the die. That's your alpha beta world. AB 1, 2, you got your 1 plus 2 equals 3, and then you got your 1 times 2 that equals 2, and that's for your pig. Okay. And then when you have L, notice when you have I, it just is like one letter sound. Okay. And then when you have L kind of looks like that. And L is also le. Okay. And then you got your le, and then you got your la. And then L is pointing to the elephant. 11. Okay. L is pointing to the Taurus. L is the, T-H-E, the time, heaven, electric. Okay. Or cross, heaven, electric. Okay. And then up here, I've shown you about I, what it is in our English alphabet. 18. In the reverse, and 9. And notice how R is the same. And we know a lot about the number 9 right now. Okay, and if you write it like this, and you've got 9 here, and then in the reverse you've got 9, you've got your Jupiter 99 key access right here on your alphabet system. This is the stars, okay, and they're showing you your key access on the system. These are multiple systems, okay, Pythagorean, your PC, work together. Pythagorean, Chaldean, they work together. All systems work together to paint an elaborate picture, guys, okay? And I've also shown up here how I has translated itself, because this is also you. This is an image of you. This is also an image of the sun who walks on water, and his beard. Okay, notice this voided space here to represent the ecliptic. Okay. The rising sun. This is you. This is a picture of you. That's why when you talk about I, and you talk about you, and you talk about me, and you talk about we, that's how all this stuff works together. Okay, and the whole alphabet is teaching you a story about Ra. Because notice, I is 9, and then J is 10. Okay, so there's a system upgrade. Each one is an upgrade.